Ladies and gentlemen, I just finished the HSR 2.2 story, but unfortunately, I don't really know what happened. I mean, the ending really confused me. I had no clue what was happening. So today we will be looking at a video by none other than the Gamer Chronicles that will be explaining the 2.2 story. This will be explaining in the order. This will be explaining the watchmaker. This will just explain what happened because I have a general idea of like what happened, but I want to hear like from another person's perspective because I want to know if I'm interpreting the story right. Because this is a fantastic story, way better than Penacony, miles better than the Law Fu. Because we actually got a path this time. And yeah, I'm gonna mark this video in the title with spoilers, but let's get into it in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's take a look. Penacony's 2.2 full story, Aina of Order, and the Watchmaker. I'm gonna turn down the audio as well.
Whoa, no way. Anna of Order has taken over Penacony, and that's who Sunday truly follows. Who could have saw that coming? If only somebody could have predicted that. Honestly,
Wait, did he actually predict that? Nah. I did not expect Aina of Order. I just knew this guy was sus. Something about him. I just knew it was
it does
sus.
feel very validating, and I'm getting a ton of comments from you guys. Someone even asked me if I'm a Path Strider or Emanator of the finality. It was nice to nail this one on the head, and it was a pretty cool and just the Easter eggs that just made the most sense to me. But yeah, we're gonna be breaking down this entire quest, Acheron, what's going on with the Masked Fools, the IPC.
Bro, the fact that Acheron's real identity is Raiden May. Holy shit, man. That's crazy. So my working theory right now is that March is Kiana Kaslana, but I just want to see, because we need to know a bit more about March. I'm putting down a bold prediction right now. I'm putting down a bold prediction. March will be revealed to be Kiana Kaslana. I mean, you're not. That's all there is to it. That's just. I don't have any evidence. This is just an idea.
See when its next chapter, the Watchmaker, all of that. We're going to be breaking it down, trying to summarize what we just saw and what we went through.
Also,
I
if
will
you're
be
gonna
breaking
hate me
down
pausing,
individual aspects
leave
in
the
its
video.
own video, going very in depth. But let's start with the main focus, Anna of Order, who ended up being the main antagonist along with Sunday of Penacony. Sunday had a bunch of eyes on his design. This guy's been a control freak since the beginning of Penacony.
Wait, hold up, go back.
Sunday had a bunch of eyes on his design.
I didn't even notice that.
Antagonist along with Sunday of Penacony. Sunday had a
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. What? Oh, so we kind of knew this all the way back. Oh my god. Now I want to look at the White Knight trailer just to see what the hell I missed. Because I think there might be some extra things there that'll make sense.
bunch of eyes on his design. This guy's been a control freak since the beginning of Penacony. Penacony's big world map actually symbolizes a giant eye, which was a big red flag for me. And then once the leaks for Sunday's boss,
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. So I saw the eye thing, and I was like, oh, that's for when they're asleep and for when they're awake. No. It really just is the symbol of order, huh? I didn't. What? Man, bro. They hiding shit in plain sight now. I gotta start paying attention.
started floating around, it was like, oh my god, like this guy is following order. And now he wants to revive a fallen Eon. And we talked about this in my recent video talking about Eons. Can the Path or the Eon really truly be killed? Can you kill a concept or an ideology? It seems like you cannot. But
You can.
order is an interesting.
I mean, you can kill the physical aspect that is the Eon, but a new Eon could also arise because what an Eon is it's a normal human being who has transcended the past path to such an understanding where they are a godlike being. That is my understanding of what an Eon is. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But that that's always what I thought is the Eon can be killed, but someone else will just take its place. Like you don't have to, like even an emanator could take that place and truly become an eon. So like you really don't know. Like things can happen.
One because order is a lawful nature, whereas a path like equilibrium is balance. It's natural order, equal parts, right and wrong, chaos and order, yin and yang, whereas order is a forceful nature of maintaining order at all costs. The eon of order doesn't care how that happens. If you are a slave, a prisoner, whatever the case, as long as order is maintained, the means of how does not matter. Whereas harmony represents both parts existing regardless, despite it all. But Sunday's true intentions is to revive a fallen eon, or to
Yep,
become one
I got that.
himself. I'm not exactly sure, but I do find it
Bro, I literally click on your video just so that you can tell me this is what's happening. Now, to be fair, the harmonious choir, not the harmonious choir. That's literally just what was that memorial called? I believe it was like the of the Fallen Order or something like that. Like the beautiful voices of the order, something around that line. I don't remember specifically, but that's about it. And then I found the secret in the credits actually. I'll put it up on screen now. But they reveal Welt Yang's true name, which I didn't know. I don't know if they've ever mentioned this beforehand, but that's crazy that he did in fact reveal his true name, which is really cool. Um, I don't know exactly how that ties in with Honkai Impact 3rd. Probably does, especially with the fact we have Raiden, Bozen, Mori, May. Like, come on, man. It's literally, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
interesting he can draw this eon's power if it was killed or dead long ago, absorbed by harmony. It's very interesting that they're slowly starting to explore this concept. But Sunday is fair, and he wanted to see the Trailblaze and the Astral Express's opinions and thoughts on everything before actually engaging them in combat. He wanted to give them a fair shot, but his philosophy is skewed, and it is misguided. He essentially has the exact same principle as like Hydra from Captain America 2.
Hydra was founded on the belief that humanity could not be trusted with its own freedom. What we did not realize was that if you try to take that freedom, they resist. The war taught us much. Humanity needed to surrender its freedom willingly. The new Hydra.
Alright, I'm gonna pause just so that I don't get copyright striked. But damn. Hydra really is just Sunday. Oh my god. Okay. Wow, I'm a Marvel fan too, and I didn't even realize that. That's crazy, bro. Gotta rewatch the movies now.
Beautiful parasite inside Shield. Humanity is finally ready to sacrifice its freedom to gain its security.
Order being that parasite. And Ina's dream. The dream was always Ina's. And it was never about true harmony, but control, trapping people in the dreamscape as birds in a cage, imprisoned. Lock the bird in the cage because it cannot fly into a window, it cannot be killed by predators, it'll live a calm, quiet life, but a bird is not meant to be caged. That is the entire point. Yes, the bird could potentially die if allowed to fly freely, but that is the point of freedom. That is the price. That is the beauty of life. And, we'll get into this in a second, but the IPC now hinted to come in 2.0.
Yo, also question. Did Aventuring go to Dreamflux Reef, or did he go somewhere else? Because... Oh, wait, was it... No, Agron sent him to, like, that void area, right? And from that, you escape Enna's dream. So... It's possible. It's entirely possible. Yeah, that's entirely possible for that to happen. So let's keep going.
Point 3 is another symbolism of this cage, like we've seen in Bellabog with Topaz. Sunday is essentially the same thing as the Trailblazers. He follows an eon that is gone or deceased, but instead of the Trailblaze, it's order, and he plans to use the Eternal Centurion Harmonious Choir to lock everyone trapped within this dream. The reason that Sunday always contradicted harmony is because in order to have complete harmony and freedom, order cannot exist Because to establish order, in one way or another, you have to encroach on people's right to choose.
Correct.
People's freedoms.
That's
This
the
being
whole
powered by a
point.
Stellaron. It always comes back to the Stellaron. People also said I was wrong about that there wasn't a Stellaron in Penacony. This was...
I had a feeling that there was a Stellaron involved, like just by the general design of like the Reverie engine. Like that gave me my hint. I didn't realize the Stellaron was in fact just the Grand Theater itself. I'll be honest. I thought the Reverie engine, like that giant thing in the hotel lobby that you see, I thought that was the Stellaron being used. So, I mean, I was kind of right. I wasn't all the way right though.
was more of a vacation invite type story quest, but there's always a Stellaron. Which, side note, I do think Sam or Firefly, that is going to be the main vocal point of their storyline in 2.3 because we know Firefly is going to be playable. And Gallagher actually confirmed to be following Mythos, the Enigmata, and was in close companion of the Watchmaker to actually lure all of these different groups here to Penacony, except for Acheron. And Acheron was never part of Enna's plan. Enna originally wanted Ifrit and the Annihilation Gang to come to Penacony, but we know Acheron's killed Duke Inferno and took his invitation, which means Order wanted destruction, not nihility. And interestingly enough, and I'm going to break this down in its own...
Wow. So if Acheron never killed the Annihilation Gang, chat, we would have been dead. We would have been lost, because there was no way to escape. Because even if we did escape, there's nothing we can do to win. Wow. Wow. I'm learning a lot. I'm happy I'm learning a lot.
Own video because we got lots to talk about Acheron even more now, but Acheron and Nihility seem to be the ultimate kryptonite for Order, which is why the Dream Master wanted Acheron gone at all costs. She was a pretty big problem for Order and what they were trying to do. The infinite black hole, an endless void of nihility, is not to be trifled with, and poses a problem to Sunday and the Dream Master's grand plan. Acheron being one of the main people who can really just break through Ina's false dream, which actually occurred the minute we got to Penacony, and dream and reality were starting to mix together, and being able to decipher which was getting to be impossible. The false ending that we got was Sunday, where Aventurine and Topaz basically say, yep, the IPC's no longer interested in Penacony, which you knew was total crap.
That was bullshit.
And I couldn't really figure out what's going on. There's no way.
Yeah.
It seemed to wrap...
To be fair, though, it was incredibly convincing. If I hadn't seen the special program, that was actually pretty convincing. I probably thought that's what the story was gonna be, and that the writer was just out of his fucking mind. But no, it was a false ending, and that was sick. That was so cool. They need to do more. That was a great way to end Penacony. But obviously we have the 2.3 epilogue, which will be pretty fun.
But pretty quickly, but it was a cool little twist. We were in Enna's dream the minute we entered the Asdonia system, and had that dream with Acheron leading us through the Dream Hotel. We never actually woke up until after Black Swan tells us her bedtime story. That's why we could see Misha in the hotel, because we...
So everything that happened in Penacony was a dream? Wait, so if everything that happened in Penacony, so that means Aventurine dying, us visiting the Dream Flux Reef, us discovering the Watchmaker's legacy, our fight with Sunday, we kind of knew that, watching Firefly die right in front of our eyes. Did that all actually happen? Because what my interpretation was at the beginning, is when they said that the dream, like we fell into Anna's dream, I thought everything that happened was all false and nothing of that stuff truly happened. Is it? Hold up. I'm trying to think, like, so Anna completely recreated everything that happened, but changed the ending, or like used Enigmata at the end to like create a false ending. So my interpretation from what I'm seeing now is that the whole story happened, but the ending is the only thing that changed. That actually is kind of cool. That's really cool.
We weren't actually awake, and Misha is actually long been deceased, and a former trailblazer. And the watchmaker finally having his true identity revealed as Mikhail Char Legwork, a former mechanic on the Astral Express, and played a very important role in freeing the planet from the IPC's control and transforming it into the planet of festivities, as seen today, becoming the symbol of dreams for those who come to pursue his legacy. Despite his status and stories being passed down over generations, many have begun to doubt his existence though, starting to think that the family actually invented him. Firefly also already kind of had a hunch that the watchmaker was actually a nameless. Mikhail was born on an ocean-like world, seafarer, and joined the Express at some point in time. But this came to an end when he visited Penacony. Him and his fellow crewmates Tiernan and Rosalina decided to stay in Penacony, and they wished to help the planet and its people recover from the Stellaron corrosion. And his body and tombstone, to this day, along with his crewmates, reside in the Dreamflux Reef, hidden below a layer of the Dream, which we now know that Gallagher used the death meme to send people here. And Gallagher fulfilling the wish of Mikhail to help get the Trailblaze here. And obviously we know that Misha was just the mirage or illusion of that old-timer Mikhail that is now deceased, which is why Black Swan states that we shouldn't have been able to see him at any point if we were awake, which is how we figured out that we've always been in this dream of Ina, of order. And for the Misha and Mikhail kind of parallel, to put in simplest terms, Misha is the remnants of memory and love for the Trailblaze that Mikhail held onto as he passed away. Misha is the true
I thought it was a
legacy of the
regression.
Watchmaker. He's
I
what
thought it was a
Mikhail
regression.
left behind to help the future Nameless who hope to come to Penacony to save the world he loved. But like we talked about, there is no way that we would have been able to see Misha at any point unless we were always in a dream, which is what Black Swan sort of figures out in that false ending. Elio being the ultimate narrator, of course, because he knows everything. He knows every script. I will be breaking down all of the Stellaron Hunters and all of the Stonehearts, similar to how I did with all of the Eon. We also get Boot Hill that kind of confronts Dong Hung on the Astral Express, which is kind of hilarious. And I felt there wasn't too much of his...
Boot Hill, top tier writing. Holy forkaroni! Screw Whoopaboo, I just put them to sleep. Classic lines. I love them. I fucking love those lines. Those lines are amazing.
Story that played a big role yet. I think he's going to be a bigger part in 2.3.
Shirt bag. Yo, I wish I had this level of resilience when it came to swearing. I gotta start taking cues from Boot Hill from now on.
When we actually get the IPC coming in, but him and Akron quickly kind of made amends and he agreed to help us. They just set up Jade to come now to Penacony, which I already made a video talking about the IPC, but essentially they're coming back to take over Penacony. They want control of Penacony. The IPC is not really much different than Sunday's Ideals.
Exactly,
they want total control of everything
exactly.
and every asset they can. And now with what Aventurine pulled and Jade having her stone there, they have a little bit more leeway to infiltrate and maybe use a little bit more aggression and force now. But the Galaxy Rangers, mainly Boot Hill, cannot stand the IPC for the life of him. And we don't know the full history of what actually happened with Boot.
Oh yeah, Boot Hill's wanted. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Boot Hill and the IPC, but he asks of...
There's the line. Yeah, bruh. I gotta make that a sound alert. That's actually awesome. That's so awesome.
Venturing about Oswaldo Schneider, the head of the marketing and development department. We know that Diamond is an emanator of Klypoth.
Where's any of this from? Where's this video? I need to see it.
Of preservation, and I think all of the heads of the main departments are also emanators. I don't think that's going to faze Boot Hill too much because he doesn't seem to give a damn if someone's an emanator or not. He was willing to challenge Akron on a whim, so we'll definitely get to see this whole storyline play out. Now, actually, as for Akron, we get these flashbacks of her talking to the old man in the cloak, This was kind of a cool moment because if you play Honkai Impact, you get a little bit of a oh yeah, you get a really cool Easter egg moment. But essentially, this old man was Tyrion, one of the 3 companions of the Trailblaze that went to Penacone. And this man was a...
Isn't it Tiernan? You know what? It's fine. I think it's fine.
war hero of Penacone. He survived the swarm encirclement, and he actually joined the Galaxy Rangers for a stint and had a hand in taking down Zulo the Lord Ravager, similar to Fantilia the Undying, that both are emanators of destruction. And instead of just passing on, he stayed behind to help his dead comrades transcend the afterlife, which also brings us to Acheron. We actually heard multiple people say that it's impossible that she's an emanator of nihility, because nihility doesn't interact with anyone. It doesn't gaze upon anyone, or give a blessing. And the Genius Society and Intelligentsia Guild all agree that of all of the eons, and all the really wacky eons out there, that nihility is one of the most mysterious out of all of them. The infinite black hole that poses a threat to order. I'm just gonna say it, nihility and Acheron are both badass. It seems that the power of the infinite nothingness is just limitless. And Acheron sort of acts as like the executioner or undertaker of nihility. But obviously the coolest point of all of this was we actually get her full legitimate name drop, Raiden Mei, which we already knew she was another incarnation of Raiden Mei and the Raiden Shogun. As for the Stellaron Hunters, I think their story...
Oh, so this isn't Honkai Impact 3rd May? This is just like an incarnation? It makes a little sense. I think it makes some sense.
And Penacone is going to play out a little bit further in 2.3 because Firefly is going to be a new character coming out. But Firefly is an interesting Stellaron Hunter because she's also trying to find herself, which is indicated by her conversation with Blade. And I think making a true friend and being able to somewhat make decisions for herself is really growing this character. I did make a video breaking down her backstory as a Glamoth Iron Soldier from the Iron Cavalry, but she might also be Titania, who was the hive mind behind...
What are Glamoth, Titania, what are those planets, bro? What is this? Like, when was this ever explained in the story? Oh my... There's so much I need to look into, oh my god.
The Iron Fleet that fought the Swarm disaster, and she eventually rebelled against her creators as the weapon she was made to be. I am interested to see if they are going to explore this further in her story, or if she was...
Firefly character quest? We literally only got a Black Swan character quest. Please, to the Honkai series writer, Shaoji, please give us a Honkai, please give us a Firefly character quest, bro. That would be elite. I would play that shit day 1 if I could.
Was just a run-of-the-mill Iron Cavalry soldier. As for Penacone now, at least when it comes to Ina of Order and Sunday's plans, the planet seems to be free, and Order truly diminished now. I truly don't think you can kill Order or any concept or ideology completely, but it seems that it's no longer manifesting within Penacone. That is until the IPC come next patch and try to reclaim the planet they lost long ago. But unlike Order, who just wants control and stability, the IPC see this as a planet to make money, profits, the intergalactic government. And now we have Jade and her cornerstones on Penacone. She is on her way, and eventually...
Pausing the video. Thank you, DB Cobby for the follow. Thank you so much. We're gonna get back to the reaction. Sorry for that.
Can't tell if he's going to get promoted to P46 or lose his life. Only Diamond will know that answer. As for the Masked Fools and Sparkle, I know a lot of people were disappointed that she didn't really do too much in this patch and Penacone in general.
Didn't she, like, save Sunday in the final arc? Like, what? What do you mean she didn't do a whole lot? She did so much at the end, bro. She did so much. What are you talking about, bro? That's lies. Lies, actual lies.
Honestly, AHA, that Eon, and all the people that follow it really just like to cause chaos and mayhem. They like to see the struggles of others.
So was that button fake? You know, the button that that Sparkle kept giving people. Was that button ever fake? Was that like ever proven? Yeah, I don't really know. I hope. You know, that might be a huge thing in 2.3 where we just hit the button, boom, everything explodes. Boom. It's all gone. IPC lose. That would be sick. And then we just never get to visit Penacony ever again. That would be so funny. That would be cool, bro. It's like how they almost actually no, never mind, never mind. I'm thinking of a wrong thing.
And just get a kick out of it. They literally just like to stir the pot and see what happens. I don't think they have an allegiance or a true side they follow. This Eon literally made an emanator out of a worm and has done a number of crazy shit in its lifetime in existence. Sparkle.
Alright, so we're pausing this video. You need to have at least 50 followers to actually have subs. And we are currently on our way there. We're sitting at 24, so we're almost halfway. So you can't gift. There's no money amount that you can possibly give me to oil up. Back to the video.
Seems to just be playing all sides. She helps out Aventurine, Sunday. That is just what they embody, and I don't think they care too much of the outcome as long as it's entertaining. But perhaps we get more with Sparkle in 2.3
No.
when the IPC
Final
shows
answer.
up. But I do
No.
hope this video was helpful. 2.2 was a really entertaining quest, and I am sorry it took so long to upload this, but I have been working a lot of night shifts, and it's been a little chaotic. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. If
Okay, this is actually a good video. I'm giving this one a like. This one was awesome. This one was actually really good. But that is going to do it for the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell if you haven't already. And if you want to see me play Genshin or Honkai Star Rail on stream, go to twitch.com/Raguvian18. I will see you there. Have a good one. Peace. Bye.